Hello everyone. Oh, we have us a pretty nice Carolina blue day today, but it's a little chilly. Can't believe that April is basically half over. This is Sunday, and a little bit of a life update. The job is going very well, and I'm excited about that. I am. I absolutely am. I'm getting a promotion, which means I'm getting a $2 an hour raise, and yeah, I'm thrilled with that. Um, you don't usually get promoted so soon after joining a company, and I've only been there, I think I'm either 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Maybe this coming week is the 7th week. I'm not quite sure. Somewhere in there. Time sure is flying, but positions come open all the time for moving up there, and this particular one did not have a stipulation that you had to be with the company 90 days, which is sometimes the case. They were waiving that. So I applied, I interviewed, and I was one of the ones hired because there was more than one position. So I'm looking forward to that. And I just hope that it's something that I take to and I do well in. You don't ever know, but as Mama would have said, we'll give it the old college try, right? For those of you that have watched previous videos, you know that not only do I have a new job after 60 years old, I also have decided that I want to buy my own home. And let me say that the job is going well. The home search, not quite so well. It's difficult in this market. It's a seller's market, and it's just very hard to find something that's reasonable that I could qualify for with what I'm pre-approved for, and that doesn't need a significant amount of work. If you saw the little blue house, the video where I showed you around the outside, I did finally get into the inside, and it's just disappointing that a home has been so neglected, and it has been. So I can handle things like paint. I could probably even tear up carpet. I can redo hardwood floors. I can work on renewing and updating a kitchen. What I can't handle is a floor that slopes. That means there's something wrong going in the underpinning, and that's money, and I can't do that. So I had to take a pass on that one. And there's some strange pipe sticking up in the backyard. I would have to know what that pipe is for, what was it ever used for, and is there an underground tank? That house is within the city limits, so there might be more to know there. Who knows? But it won't be for me. I have been inside another one, and I might put some video of me walking around the outside. Had a lovely yard. The view across the dirt road that it was on, not so lovely, so we probably won't see that. But it just turns out that house was way too small, and the way it was laid out, just not a space that somebody could live and work from home in. And that is one of my requirements. But more on that. The search continues, and I'm considering putting it off until after summer. I really don't want to move in summer. For those of you that live in the South, you know how hot and humid it is and how miserable it can be. And I have moved in hot weather before, and it's very difficult. But what I'm doing now is I have actually rented a storage space right up the street from where I live, so it's convenient. And it's climate controlled, so I'm putting things in here, winter clothes, knickknacks that belong to not only myself, but my mom and dad, and getting some things out of the house in preparation of when I do move, because at some point I am. Not to mention, it will give me more space to start opening up boxes, because I do have a sizable garage and a place that I can work in if I sort of move the chess pieces around, right? So I have a lot that I need to go through, a lot to declutter, and it's not going to be easy because a lot of it was my mom and dad's. But that's another story. And so what I'm doing today is I'm moving more things into the storage space. And I'm still going to, if things pop up that I might be interested in real estate wise, I'm open to looking, of course. I just am not sure that the agent and I are on the same page. And it's really important when you work with a real estate agent, you be on the same page. And if it's not the right market for me, I have to accept that, and so does she. I'm not going to move into something that I'll be miserable in. Now, there's no point in that. There really isn't. So I have to keep in mind my budget and what I need in a home. And part of what I need in a home is to be able to work there. I spend now at least 22 hours a day in my home. It's a good thing I am actually a homebody. And I still find myself needing to get out on the weekends. So I have to keep that in mind, and I have to focus on what my needs are, not what somebody else's needs are. Not to sound selfish, but it is all about me in this case. I do need my home that I'm comfortable in, that I also don't want to overextend myself. I have excellent credit, and I want to keep it that way, and I don't want to get into something that I can't hold on to. So there's a lot to balance, but all in due time. I'm taking the baby steps to put things in order. So when I do move, hopefully the move will be easier. And I don't want to make a decision based on fear and feeling like I have to make a move. I do not technically have to make a move. I just know that I need to at some point coming up. It does not have to be right now. So it has been stressing me out. So I'm trying to take a step back and think instead of rushing into something, because that's when you really make mistakes. And I'm trying not to do that. So at any rate, I'll probably still be looking, but it will have to be the right thing for me, not the right thing for the agent. But if you have any advice, I'd love to hear it. It's not easy being our age and making these decisions and doing it all on your own. So if you don't have to do these things on your own, consider yourself very lucky. But for now, I'm going to get back to work. I have some stuff in the car. It's going to go into storage, and then I'll get on with my day and we'll see where we go. All right? See ya.